There are stories of strivers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. Absa.
You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show, and honey, we're about to feel good with Absa. It is always so lovely for us to get into these conversations about money and being financially savvy. But one thing about Absa, they are so intentional when it comes to it. And this is why we are so excited about the launch of their new series, I Grew It. And this morning, we get to get into some different questions, such as, what is good debt? What is bad debt? What does it mean for me to actually 100% be financially savvy? And more than anything else, we get to hear from two people who are very different, but are on the very same journey in terms of wanting South Africa to learn in terms of financial literacy. So this is why we are welcoming from Absa. It is none other than Dr. Rian Evelman, who is, of course, the head of financial literacy, education and enablement at Absa. And then, of course, Tumi Morake, actress and TV presenter, who is here to let us know how it is that we are going to be not just educated, but entertained when it comes to I Grew It. Everyone, let's give them a feel-good welcome, please. Hello, you two. How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
Amazing, thank you. Guys, I'm so excited for us to have this conversation because I feel like finances, it can be a very tricky thing for a lot of people. But I love that you guys are simplifying it and you're giving it to us as the people and allowing us to take it in. So I want to start from the very beginning because I'm just like, I grew it, Finance 101. What does that mean exactly? Let's start with you, Dr. Emman.
So Nelly, good morning. Yes, I Grew It is a financial literacy initiative. And as you said, we want to simplify financial concepts in South Africa. And we are talking simple things like how to budget, how to save, how to invest, and more about credit management as well as safety tips. So it's really to simplify it. And what better way to do it than to bring humor into it, and that is why Tumi is here.
I love that. And I can imagine that that's just one of the ways that makes it different. But what makes this specific series special to me?
It's because we've used humor, to really bring all this literacy alive. And also, money can be scary when you talk about it. And so we're using humor so that people are at least entertained, like you said, and being educated as they go. And also, we bring these financial concepts to life so that you see them on a practical level as to how they apply to you. Unlike hearing that this is how that works, and you're like, okay, but what about me chilling in my spaza? How do I make that work?
Yes. And to me, Licious, this is yet another, feather in your cap. Another CV job over there for you. Speak to us about how this came about, guys. In terms of you being like, okay, cool, we're choosing Tumi, but also just getting to the final decision of being like, we want to use humor to get to the people. How did all of that come about?
Sure. How did all of that come about?
How did it happen? We want a story, please.
We want to demystify finances. We want to make it as simple and easy as possible.
Yes.
And we want to make use of humor, and that is our secret recipe.
Yeah.
And that is how it came about. We want to educate people. We want people to be financial healthy. All of us wants to be healthy from a physical point of view, but also we want to be financially healthy. And that is very important to us.
Yeah. And yes.
Yeah, I was going to say it's in bite-sized chunks as well.
Nice.
Because you don't want it to overwhelm you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I think it is scary when you hear a bank telling you, okay, you have to do this. So what I enjoy about it as well is, you're not having anything shoved down your throat.
Yeah.
It's literally going, come on, man. You're on your phone, you're chilling at home. Spend this time to just, fix yourself financially or improve yourself financially, rewrite your financial story. You know what I mean?
I love that. So on brand to me. We're rewriting the story.
We must.
We must. I love it. And guys, I want to be financially healthy, Kemna. So this is why I'm definitely going to be tapping into I Grew It, because I feel like there's so many different things that sometimes we sit here and we go, okay, I know what taxes are, but you don't actually know what taxes are. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to me, I want to ask you, in terms of the different things that you've possibly covered in the series, can you mention one or two where you were like, okay, this is really cool and I want South Africans to just, get to know about this?
Well, I suppose we have such a terrible relationship with credit. So it was great to cover that understanding credit, and also knowing that it's not always abantu abadala who are like going for credit. Understand it outside of, we've heard of mashonisas, ooh, you know what I mean? And just understanding why it exists and why it's a good thing.
Yes.
It was educational for me too. As I was doing it, I was going, okay.
Yeah. Well, that's
Understanding how it works,
Yes.
right? And I think also around managing debt. Because I realized credit and debt are not the same thing. For some of us, it's the same thing.
Yes.
So I realized, so credit and debt is not the same thing. But when a lot of us have heard credit and we go, debt. So for me, those are the two big things that stood out for me. But we also did touch on budgeting. We touched on investment. So yeah, like, when people take part in this campaign and just go to the Absa website, Absa YouTube page, or they watch on Expresso, they're gonna literally, I don't know, I think they're gonna be relieved to find out that, okay, actually navigating money is not as scary and as complicated as they think it is.
I love that. And I'm 30, right? You know, is this fine for me?
Oh my gosh.
Am I right for the age?
You're too old. We don't know. No, you're not. It's for everyone.
I'm so glad.
For even, the kid who's getting pocket money at home, you're going to start that early understanding how to make your money work for you and even grow for you.
Yes.
You know, I grew it because, we want to be growing it. We're done blowing it.
We're done blowing it?
We're done blowing it.
None of that
We're building futures.
I love it.
Yeah.
No, I blew it. I grew it. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you so much, Rian, as well as Tumi. And thank you for allowing us to be empowered, because I think that that's the most important thing, allowing us to have the power in our hands when it comes to our finances. So well done to you guys.
Thank you.
It is so beautiful. I love it. And we call it, of course, I Grew It Finance 101. My friend, you can catch it on YouTube, as you heard, and it is courtesy of Absa. Tumi Morake, the one hosting it. And of course, she adds in that little bit of humor that we absolutely love from her. So go and check it out. Why wouldn't you want to be educated while being entertained? It is a beautiful combination coming together, all in the name of reminding us that our stories matter. And even me as a 30-year-old, I can go and learn about the money, which means even you can go and learn about the money, and we can do it together as an Expresso family, right? It is absa.co.za, where you can always get more information, but don't forget to catch I Grew It on their Absa YouTube page.
There are stories of believers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. Absa.